Hi everyone, Fiona here from Lavender Blue. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all new subscribers and people that are already subscribers. Thank you so much for following me. So today I'm back with another junk journal insert idea, and this is another little pocket. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm just calling it an envelope pocket thingy. I don't know what else to call it because it's like an envelope and it's got like secret little pockets inside. So I actually saw it on Papercrafter45 on her YouTube channel. She has lots of interesting little ideas. So I thought that I would take that idea and sort of do it in my own sort of style. So I've made a couple, and this one I've just made of plain scrapbook paper. So it was like a this one was like a you know, just a trial run. So I just used double-sided scrapbook paper, and so this is what it looks like when it's folded up. And it just looks like a little envelope. But then you unfold it and you have these little flaps on the side, and you can open it right up. You have a pocket here firstly. You have a pocket here to tuck things in. But then you can open it up and you can put things inside. So that's one way of doing it. With this one, I've done it differently. This is how Papercrafter45 had hers, so that, yeah, you can sort of just completely open it up. But I've done something different on this one, which this is the one we're going to make today. I'll show you what I've done. So I've made it out of tea-dyed or coffee-dyed paper. And this is just some of my printables here. This is, I used the, what's it called? This is one of the pages here, because I just happened to have some of these printed out. And this is the Spring Blooms kit. It's got lots of flowers and birds, and it's in blues and pinks and spring colours. Anyway, so that's what I used for it. And then I put one of my little labels on there, and then on the back I've just got a piece of ribbon, and this is one of those faux wax seals. So this one here, you open it up, it's all folded the same way, and then it opens out. But what I did, so you have got this little pocket here. I just haven't put anything in this pocket. You've still got this pocket where you can sort of fill it up. But I've glued, instead of having it so that you can pull this back and open it up, I glued there and there, so that when you open it up, you have this little pocket here. And that's just one of the tags cut down from the kit. And then you also have that little pocket, but then you also have these two little mini pockets on the side. So that's how I've done mine. So I'm going to show you how you do this fold. Okay, I've got some instructions here somewhere. So we're going to start off with a piece of cardstock or paper which measures exactly 7 inches by 7 inches. And I'm going to need my cutting mat here so I can do some scoring. Kind of running out of room on my desk here. I have got a smaller cutting mat, but I'm not sure where that went. So we need to do some scoring first. So you will need either a scoreboard or a ruler and some type of scoring tool, which I use. where is it? I use the little embossing tool with my ruler. Or you can use the sharper edge of one of those little bone folders as well. But you'll need a pencil and a ruler first of all, because I'm going to do a bit of measuring. Sorry, I'm a bit disorganised. Just making sure that works. Okay, so on your first side, just choose any side because they're all the same. You're going to score at 1 3/8 of an inch. So on my ruler, that's 1, 2, 3 there. And then you're going to score in from this side the same, 1 3/8 of an inch. So 1 3/8 of an inch in from either side. So I'm going to make some marks so I know where to score. 1 and 1, 2, 3/8. If it's easier, you can turn it completely around and measure it in from that other edge. 1 and 1, 2, 3/8. Okay. Obviously, if you've got a scoreboard, it's a lot easier. So I'm just going to put my ruler on those marks and make a score line. You find that you need to do it a few times with a thinner paper. On the cardstock, it scores a lot easier. But I'm going to fold them now just to make sure those folds are burnished. And I didn't tell you what the whole thing measures, but it measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/2 inches, the finished little envelope. So right, we've got that. We've scored there and we've scored there. So now we need to turn it around so that these two score lines are horizontal, going across. And we're going to score this time at 7/8 of an inch. So just 7/8. And then we're going to score at 2 1/8 here. And then we're going to score at 4 3/4. We'll do it again down here. So we're scoring at 7/8, 2 1/8, and 4 3/4. Okay, so let's do that. Then, where's my... Now I can't find the top one. 7/8? That doesn't look quite right. It's not in line. Let me do that again. I always make mistakes, don't I? No, that is 7/8. Maybe I did the bottom one wrong. Let's have a look. Yep, I did that one wrong. There we go. That's 7/8. 2 1/8, 4 3/4. Okay. So there's my two lines. You do need to try and get this fairly straight. I noticed mine was a little bit wonky, and I found it hard at first to get my little tuck this in. I managed to wiggle it around a bit, but if it's off, it can put everything off. So just got to try and get it right. Here we go. Go down there. And then there. And 4 3/4. I'm going to fold on these also. One. Two. And that's the third one. You see what I'm doing? Yep. There. Now I'm going to just, before I do any cutting, because we need to do some cutting, I'm going to ink up all my folds, because I'm going to ink it up anyway, but it just makes them easier to see on a piece of paper like this. If I had a thicker, or darker coloured piece of paper, or a thicker piece, it's not so hard to see the folds, but I find it a little bit hard to see them on here, so that's why I want to ink them up first. And also then you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I think it's a bit hard to see on the camera. Oops. That's those ones. Now this one. So there we have all our folds. So we have 2 smaller ones up here, a larger section here, and then we turn it around, and that's where we did our first 2 folds. So you need to turn it so that it's facing with those 2 original folds. They are like vertical to you, so they're on each side. And then you've got the 2 smaller sections up the top. And what we need to do is we need to cut out all 4 corners. So these 2 little corners and these 2 corners. So we're going to cut those out. Once again, my hands are a bit shaky today, sorry. I don't know why. Well, I think I do know why, but I'm not one to complain. I actually have quite severe arthritis in my my neck and my spine, and I'm finding recently my neck is giving me a lot of trouble. Yeah, I've got a lot of pressure on my nerves, and I think for some reason it's making me a little bit shaky. Anyway, we push on. So cut those 4 corners out. Now, now what I did was I rounded these top corners because that's like that's this little tuck spot here. I just thought it looked better with the corners rounded, but you don't have to do that. It probably makes it easier to fold it as well. So just get my little corner punch, punch, and round those corners. I can get that in there. There we go. Now I'll ink those up again. So now we're going to do our folding. I'm going to ink up all the folds because because it opens up, you do see most of them, so I'll just ink them all up. On both sides. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to decorate this one today or if I'll just show you the folding bit. I don't know. You know, it's hard for me to know whether you want me to do that or whether you prefer I just show you the actual folding of these ideas. Please let me know in the description box below if you just want to see how to do the folds and then embellish it your own way, or if you'd like to see my embellishing ideas as well, how I did that. I might just do it like this one, just to show you what I did, or maybe do it a bit different, I don't know. So that's inked on both sides, I think. Oh, was that a fold? I'm getting confused now. Well, that's not a fold, is it? Oh, sorry guys, it's just one of those days. Now I'm confused. I'm not sure why I've got that fold there. I'm sure I've cut it the right way. Well, we'll soon see when we fold it up, won't we? Okay, so what we need to do is, first of all, fold down these 2 little ones. Fold down the corner. Just fold them in like that. But I'm folding them just a tiny bit away from the fold so that, you know, it's easy to fold on the line. If you've got your paper sort of right in there, it might be a bit harder to fold. So this is where it might get a bit tricky if you haven't cut it straight. And mine's not exactly straight, I can see that. So we're going to fold those 2 down, score them nicely, burnish them, and then fold down, where's my instructions? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is find the centre of this bit, because this bit's going to be the little triangle for your envelope. So I'm just going to fold this in half, and I'm not going to make a fold. I'm just going to pinch it down the bottom here, make a little pinch there. That's telling me that's the centre. So then you take that centre point and you fold in these little sides. And don't fold all the way down. So just make sure you've got that centre point. And the other side should match up. I think I need to try and go down a little bit more. Okay, and you can glue these flaps down. I think I did glue mine down on here. I think I did glue them down because I covered them. But the one where you just open it out, I just left it all as it was, except gluing down the little pocket here, the little tuck spot. So the next thing is fold down the this top flap along this second fold line. Fold it down there. I still can't understand why I've got this fold line. Never mind. Fold that down there, and the next thing is to put glue on our corners and fold this up, and that makes our little tuck spot. Okay. And put the glue. Glue on the corners, like that. We don't on the sides. Glue that down. Now, if you're wanting to embellish it all over, I left this plain, but I would embellish this section before you obviously glue this down, if you're going to mat it with some pretty papers. So that gives us that little sort of hidden pocket that we have. So the next way as we fold it, we just fold in the sides. Now this is where I glued here and here to make this into a pocket. So I'm going to do that. Just with a very thin bead of glue on your fold line. There and there. So how we fold it is we fold these sides in, and then we fold up our flap and we tuck it in there. And that's our little envelope. Still can't understand why I've got that fold line. Never mind. So yeah, so that's it there like that. So then you can decorate it up however you like. So you open it up and you can glue these down. You've got your little side pockets here now, side tucks, and that glue still needs to dry. But then you've got this pocket here, and you've got this little tuck spot in here as well. So that is how you put it together. Okay, and all I did was I got some ribbon, got some blue ribbon, And I put a strip across here. Oh. And then I cut it into a little banner. There's my other scissors. Need some sharper scissors to do this. Cut a little banner on the end. And I glue that on there like that. I'm going to glue these down. So then all I did was I stuck on a little faux what are they called? Wax seal. Yeah, but if you have a real wax seal, that would be really nice on there too. So I've got my little faux ones. You could also use, of course, a butterfly. These are some of my butterflies. I love using butterflies. So I'll just get one of these. This one's got a little smiley face on it, so that might be nice. Just get these in like craft supply stores, usually have them. Paper craft supplies. You can get them in different colours. So I'm going to put that one on there as well. And then I just obviously measured up the front here and cut my paper down. And I've used that little image. Then I stuck one of my little labels there. And I'll link this kit and my labels, whatever else I've used, I will link them in the description box. So shall I do it now? What I did for the little card inside, this one here, I just used, in the kit you've got some small tags. I just used one of those and I cut the top off and then I cut the sides off to make it 2 inches wide, because you need it about 2 inches wide to fit into there, and no longer than, I think it's 4 inches. Yeah, no longer than 4 inches. Mine is 3 and a bit inches high. So that's all I did to put that in there. And then the side ones, all you do is you just cut out, measure the actual rectangle, cut out a whole rectangle, but I made it a little bit smaller, so you've got the, you can see there's a frame around the edges. So a little triangle, the whole thing, a little bit smaller, and then you just pencil mark where this little pocket is on your triangle, and you just cut that bit off and stick it on there. And then same with this triangle, I actually cut out a rectangle to that slightly smaller to this size here, and then I marked on there where I needed to cut it at an angle, and I had a triangle. I hope that makes sense. So that's how I embellished it. And you know, I don't think you want to see me go through all the embellishing again, because you probably want to do it your own way anyway. And it actually looks nice plain too. It looks really nice just plain, and you could put a little stamp up here, another little label, anything you want. You could do some stamping. So that is what I'm calling the envelope pocket. What should I call it? Envelope pocket thingy doesn't really sound right. So envelope with hidden pockets. I think that's what I'll call it. And so that's another one in my series of, I'm doing the, it's for the Junk Journal project, but it's also, it's a series I'm doing on Junk Journal insert ideas. So that'll be in my playlists if you want to find that. Okay, so that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so very much for watching. I hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.